my name is Dr. Mark Rowe, and we live in such uncertain and such challenging times with the pandemic of coronavirus. And the truth is, with all the self-isolation, with all the social distancing advice that's been given out, and that's really, really critically important to follow, it's never been more important for people to really cultivate their own self-care. And by that I mean not just looking after your physical health, but your mental health as well, because we don't just need to wash our hands and have really good hand hygiene. We need mental hygiene as well, because we need to be able to clear our minds of the endless worry and the endless negative stress and the endless rumination and worry about the future and fear of the unknown and so on. So in this video, a lot of people have been asking, what are the practical steps I can take each and every day if I'm at home to embrace self-care, to allow myself to really stay in a really positive place. So I think there's a number of things you can do, because I love this saying that says, I'll take care of me for you, so you'll take care of you for me. Because we're all in this together, and really there's never been a need for people to have more of a sense of community and more of a sense that by you embracing your own physical and mental health, you're going to be able to better support those people around you. So I have a number of important actionable tips, things you can do to support better mental health and really embrace self-care. So first thing I'd like to talk about is the importance of embracing restorative sleep, because most of us need 7.5 to 8 hours sleep a night, and sleep is a fantastic way to recharge from stress and to simply feel more calm, chilled out and relaxed. If you are sleep deprived, if you're not getting enough sleep, and I know a lot of people aren't, then the fine-tuning mechanism between the red button in your brain, this is the amygdala or emotional alarm clock that triggers out hormones that precipitate feelings of stress and fear and anxiety. Well, that part of the brain overrides the logical thinking, reflective brain. So you just become more paralyzed by fear. You feel extra anxious when you're sleep deprived. So getting a good night's sleep is really a good way to start any day. Exercise and movement, of course, gyms and so on are closed, but there's nothing to stop you getting outdoors for a walk. There's nothing to stop you even taking some exercise at home. Maybe you can go out into your back garden, you can jog on the spot. Getting outdoors in nature is really, really therapeutic, because when you spend time in nature, you reduce what are called depressive ruminations, which is this tendency to recycle anxious thoughts over and over and over again. Being in nature is a fantastic way to embrace stress, to recharge from stress, to move the busyness of your monkey mind to a more chilled out, alpha relaxed state, where you can feel more, what they say in psychological research, more of a sense of flow. And flow is when you really, you really feel, think, and you get to be more at the best version of you, which is really what we all want to be. Nature allows us to have more flow-like experiences. And of course, when you exercise, or even movement, even getting up off your chair every hour and walking around, going up and down a flight of stairs, it's a great way to naturally reduce feelings of stress, and it releases what I call the biochemical cocktail of brilliance, because that's what exercise does. It releases all these positivity chemicals like serotonin and oxytocin and dopamine and noradrenaline, and all of these chemicals combine together to allow you to feel more positive, to make you feel more energized, and to dampen down feelings of anxiety and dampen down feelings of negative stress. I think in this time, when there's so much wall-to-wall coverage 24/7 of news about coronavirus, it's very important to be able to distract yourself from it. But by that I mean limit your time on social media, limit your time on real media. Now is a great time to distract yourself. Lighten up and laugh. Comedy can be a fantastic way to feel more lighthearted, to just simply distract yourself and loosen up those fear muscles a little bit. When you're spending time on your own, it's a great time to start learning a new language, start learning about some new subject you've always wanted to delve into. Maybe it's time to read those great biographies. Maybe you just want to read some self-development books. Maybe you just want to read some fiction. Whatever you do, take some time to distract yourself. Today is International Happiness Day, and I wrote a book. I can't believe it's about 5 years ago now since I wrote this book, but it's still available on Amazon. It's called A Prescription for Happiness. Many people who read it say they find it a very educational insight into how to, as I say, make the best of good times, and also to cultivate the resilience to deal with tough times. That's my prescription for happiness for the day that's in it, International Happiness Day. As well as distracting yourself with comedy or reading or self-development or learning, I think it's also really important in terms of building your mental health and building what I call your emotional bank account and an inner sense of resilience, to cultivate a mindful practice. And I think meditation is a tremendous way to get into that inner space between your two ears, to shut out the noise, to create much more of a sense of attentive awareness and mindful presence, and to be able to let go more of the anxieties and worries and concerns about a future that hasn't yet arrived, and also to let go of the past, to understand that all we have, that all you have, that all I have, that all any of us has, is the present moment, right here, right now. And many people might think, well, meditation isn't for me, but really meditation it's like exercise for the brain, and just as physical exercise is exercise for the body. And I've recorded a number of meditations. They're all available free on Spotify under my podcast, In the Doctor's Chair, Dr. Mark Rowe. And I've one specifically for anxiety, I've one for sleep, one for many different things. And I'd really encourage you to check them out. It's a great way to become more mindful and to be able to really embrace feelings of stress and embrace feelings of anxiety and better address it and be able to better face your fears. Another great mindful practice is simply the art of slowing down your breathing, just simply slowing down your breathing to maybe 4 or 5 breaths a minute. Dampens down the emotional alarm clock in your brain, quietens the amygdala, quietens the monkey mind, allows you to feel more present, more chilled out, more connected as you focus simply on the one thing you can control, which is your breath, as you inspire and expire. So it's a great little habit, 4 or 5 breaths in a minute, to instantly feel more calm and chilled out. Remember, we are social creatures, and that's what's so hard about the coronavirus. With the social distancing and social isolation, we have to support each other by staying apart. But there are so many other ways we can connect with each other, through social media, through WhatsApp or the various social platforms, FaceTime. So do reach out, particularly if you reach out to your friends, reach out to people who might be struggling. Be the friend you'd like someone else to be for you. Take the initiative, make that call. It can really make a difference. And if you're worried or concerned about something, talking to somebody about it it's a great way to de-stress, not to be bottling up worries and concerns. I always believe in the power of expressing gratitude. I think an attitude of gratitude is a tremendous way to build what I call the heart-brain connection, and it's a fantastic way to dissolve feelings of needless negativity and anxiety. The truth is, you can't feel grateful and negative, anxious or hostile at the same time. And no matter what's going on in your life right now, I'm sure we all have lots of things we can choose to be proactively grateful for. But by not ignoring those things that are going well, and by simply proactively expressing gratitude for what's going well, it's a tremendous starting point to cultivate more positive mental health, a stronger emotional bank account, and really to cultivate a strong sense of inner resilience. So remember, your health is your wealth. It really is absolutely priceless, and in these challenging times, remember to take care of your mental health, your emotional health, your relationships, as well as your physical health, because everything really is connected. As I said at the start of this video, I'll take care of me for you, so you'll take care of me for me. I'll take care of me for you, so you'll take care of you for me. So I hope this